Three, two, one, go. Every 3 seconds, a person dies of starvation. Every 3 seconds, a real life is lost, and every 3 seconds, a tragedy occurs. Since the moment I started my speech, already 4 people have died of starvation. On the opposition bench, we think it is wrong to push the burden of environmental prosperity upon those in such a state as this. It is immoral, unjust, and unforgivable to allow for the disproportionate punishment for those who cannot fight for themselves. We proudly oppose. I'm going to be covering 2 main classes in my speech. Starting in 3. I guess I should say pronouns he, him, POI's chat. 3, 2. When vulnerable women are told that they can earn an easy $1,000 a month by simply going out once a week with a guy, they jump at it. But behind closed curtains lies a world of coercion, of stigmatization, and of stereotyping. On side proposition, we think that it is wrong that women are forced into these situations, kept there, and are targeted for their vulnerability. Very, very proud to prop. When an Australian woman walked into a bar, she did not want to get a sugar daddy. But 30 minutes later, once she walked out, she had signed a contract that gave her little benefit and the man all the power. The power of deception, of coercion, and of harassment is so much more than what you're imagining. Women are vulnerable due to excessive stereotyping. The practice of profiting off of relationships pours oil to that fire. On proposition, we believe that the feminist movement ought to be the firefighters. We must fight the eternal flame that is female stigmatization. Proud to propose. I'll be discussing 2 things. First, on speech in 3, 2, 1. Within the walls of religion lies a world where millions of individuals have been told that opting out would be a cardinal sin, that a world without religion is a world with no purpose, that your belief in religion is the key to your afterlife. On side proposition, we think that this form of exclusionary religion, especially when it's organized, disproportionately harms smaller minorities who are used as a scapegoat to benefit the majority. We refuse to stand by and allow for such unjust, immoral use of weak actors to happen. Religion's core is on inclusivity and love. We stand by these values and say that the best way to achieve this is without organized religion. I'm going to firstly clarify. Pronouns are he, him. I'll take POIs exclusively through the chat. I'll try to take up to 3 POIs in my speech. Please try to actively POI. 1. In the tapestry of human creativity, the phenomenon of art has now transcended boundaries. But with this, it has brought with it a world where millions of smaller artists trying to make it in this competitive landscape have been put out to dry. The ostensibly borderless realm of creativity paradoxically reinforces existing inequalities, allowing the cultural currents of dominance to wash away unique identities and voices of minorities. On proposition, we sincerely regret the globalization of art for the art industry and the artists. I'm going to talk about 2 things in my speech. Landscape, that is art, one thing remains stagnant, that the overpowering nature of major film corporations and regions are still around and will be around forever. Because sure, opposition can claim that there are many other industries than Hollywood. And yes, there are. But they all suffer from the same problems we've outlined about Hollywood. Because when this is the art world we live in, it is impossible for small artists to compete. It is improbable that a minority can speak out, and it is unlikely that marginalized groups can get represented. It is a privileged and righteous point of view to assume that minorities can speak out when it is clear they can't. Hollywood fails to represent the majority of individuals. We'd rather sacrifice representation for livelihood. On proposition, we want to protect art, artists, and minorities. Proud to propose. I'm going to talk about 2.
You are a 25-year-old born in an average family currently working an average paying job. There's a button that exists only for you. When you press the button, you'll be transported back to the time when you were born, with full knowledge of the life you have already lived, and you're the only one who knows you have pushed the button. However, your lifespan will shrink by 25 years. You can only use this button now.
Before I begin, my pronouns are he, him. I'll take POIs to the chat. I'll try to take 1, if not 2, during my speech. I also want to say happy birthday to Natsuki. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Having food on the table, having a home, having a job. In the modern age, we take these for granted, but the fact of the matter is that this is a very fortunate world this individual lives in. An average life is not a hellish landscape with constant pain, degradation, and hurt. It is a world where even if you aren't Jeff Bezos, you find happiness and passion, relationships, and jobs. We prefer this world. 3, 2, 1. If I won this debate because a judge was asleep and a judge randomly chose to vote for me, could I actually be happy about it? If after that I got offered a scholarship and had the best time of my life, could I still actually enjoy it guilt-free? And if after that I got into a great university, got a great job, became a millionaire, could I still actually live that life guilt-free? Because I don't think so. But sure, maybe people are ignorant pricks who don't have a care in the world apart from helping themselves. In that case, wouldn't the rest of society be destroyed? Everything has an opportunity cost. I got the scholarship, which means Naki didn't. An accumulation of this leads to devastating impacts proud to oppose. Taught 2 things,